BCR chapter 1 theory chapter communication come from the 6 to 8 marks. So question number 1, what is communication? हा 2 मार्क्सला क्वेश्चन येतो. The word communication is a come from Latin word communicare, which means to share. Communication is a process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, feelings and emotions through speech, signal, writing or behavior. In communication process, a sender, that is the encoder, senderला काय म्हणतात, encoder, encodes a message and then using a medium or a channel send it to the receiver. Receiver कोण असतो, तो decoder, who decodes the message and after processing information send back with appropriate feedback, that is feedback means reply using a medium or a channel. So ही असते त्याची डायग्राम. स्पीकर ए मेसेज पाठवतो रिसिव्हर बीला, तो रिसीव करतो, तो त्याच्यावर प्रोसेस करतो आणि मग रिस्पॉन्स करतो बी. सो रिस्पॉन्स बी आणि फीडबॅक पाठवतो. स्पीकर ए, रिसिव्हर बी, रिस्पॉन्स बी. टू वे प्रोसेस म्हणजे फीडबॅक. टू वे प्रोसेस म्हणजे फीडबॅक. आणि गॉसिप्स इन ऑफिस म्हटलं ग्रेप वाईन्स. Broad categories of communication or communication based on. Communication is based on the communication channel or the purpose and the style. Communication channel is further divided in the verbal, non-verbal, visual. आता वर्बल किती पर्सेंट आहे तर 7% आहे. त्याच्यात कोणते पार्ट आहेत, रिटन आणि ओरल. नॉन वर्बलमध्ये काय आहेत तर पापाच म्हणजे P for physical 55%, A appearance, P paralanguage that is a 38%, aesthetic and symbols and signs. आणि मग येतं व्हिज्युअलमध्ये काय येतं वर्ड, डायग्राम, रिटर्न, पाय चार्ट एक्सेट्रा. आता कम्युनिकेशन बेस्ड ऑन कम्युनिकेशन चॅनल हे पाहिलं आपण. आता बघूयात पर्पज अँड स्टाईल. सो पर्पज अँड स्टाईल इज सब डिवायडेड इन द फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल. फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल. वर्टिकल. आता फॉर्मलमध्ये बघा काय येतं, वर्टिकल येतं, हॉरिझॉन्टल येतं, डायगोनल येतं. वर्टिकल हे असं असतं, हॉरिझॉन्टल हे असं असतं आणि डायगोनल हे असं असतं क्रॉससारखं. ओके. आता पर्पज अँड स्टाईलचं दुसरा पॉईंट काय येतं इनफॉर्मल. इनफॉर्मल म्हणजे काय, ग्रेप वाईन्स. ग्रेप वाईन्स कशासाठी असतात, टू एनहान्स अँड बिल्ड रिलेशन्स. आता आपण डीपमध्ये पाहूयात. वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन 7%. ओके. Involves the use of the word and the language in the delivering the intended message. Verbal communication include written and oral form of communication. त्याच्या पुढचं मी इकडे लिहिलं आहे. Verbal communication is the easiest, fastest and the most successful form of a communication. Yet, surprisingly, according to research, verbal communication comprises only 7% of all human communication. Next point is our written communication. Written communication, letter and documents, email, report, handbook, brochures, various chat platforms. It is the written communication between the peoples. Written communication, written form of a communication is essential to the business interactions. Example, contract, memos, press notes, etc. Written communication depends on the writing style, grammar, vocabulary and clarity. Next topic, oral communication. Oral communication is oral communication is referred to communication by spoken word. Example, face to face, telephonically, voice chat, video conferencing or any other medium. Formal medium. Example, formal medium of the oral communication. Example, lecture, conference, seminars, meetings, etc. And the informal medium of oral communication is chit chat and gossips, etc. Effective oral communication depends on a clear speech and a tone used by speaker. Non-verbal communication is our next topic. Okay, now non-verbal communication is the process of communicating by sending and receiving wordless message. This message can aid a verbal communication. Non-verbal communication convey thoughts and feelings contrary to the spoken words or expression, idea and emotions on their own. Non-verbal communication includes individuals' body language, example, facial expression, tone of a voice, touch, intonation, pitch, stress, emotion, signs and the symbols etc. Non-verbal communication is of 5 types. आता आपण पाहूयात की ते 5 टाइप्स म्हणजे कोणते कोणते आहेत. तर आपण बघितलं होतं मगाशीच 5 टाइप्स म्हणजे फिजिकल, अपीअरन्स, पॅरालँग्वेज, एस्थेटिक आणि सिम्बॉल्स अँड साइन्स. आता आपण ते कंटिन्यू करूया. Physical non-verbal. Research estimate that the physical non-verbal communication is account for 55% of all communication. It comprises of a body language such as a facial expression, stance, gestures, touch and other physical signs. Smiles and frowns, pursing of lips, clenching of hands etc. are also examples of the physical non-verbal. Next is our appearance non-verbal. Usually, appearance is the first thing noticed about you. A well-dressed and a groomed person appears organized and methodical. A sloppy or shabby, casual look person fails to make a favorable impression. Dressing appropriately in all formal interactions is emphasized. Example, the dress code in the office is generally formal. Next topic, paralanguage of non-verbal, that is account for the 38%. First point of paralanguage non-verbal is research estimate that tone of a voice is account for 38% of all communication. The way you say something more than the actual words used reveal the intent of the message. Voice quality, intonation, pitch, higher or a lower of a tone, style of a speaking or making a sound is used for the communication. Aesthetic, that is a non-verbal communication. Art forms such as dancing, painting, sculpture, music are used to communicate. They distinctly convey the ideas and the thoughts of the artist. Symbols such as a religious, status or ego building symbols, that is the symbols. Okay, the next point is a visual communication. Okay, we see here. Now we are going to learn this visual communication. Visual communication. Visual communication is a powerful medium. Visual communication is an essential part of official communication. Visual like graphs, pie charts and other diagrammatic representation clearly and concisely show the information. Communication that happens through visual aids such as signs, colors, illustrations, graphics designs is a visual communication. Next is formal communication. Formal communication is the part of the purpose and style. Purpose and style मध्ये फॉर्मल आणि इनफॉर्मल येतात. तर फॉर्मल मध्ये वर्टिकल, हॉरिझॉन्टल, डायगोनल आता आपण पाहणार आहोत. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. Formal communication is based on a purpose and a style. Formal communication includes both oral and written communication. It follows rules and regulations. Formal communication is needed to be established in every organization for its success. Formal communication facilitates effective communication within an organization. Next point of formal communication is formal communication is the hierarchy in the organization which followed by three-way process. that is a vertical, horizontal or the diagonal. Vertical formal communication, त्याची डायग्राम ही अशी असते. हे आहे vertical. Information flows upward or downward. Information flows up to top levels of a management for a review and a decision making, and information flows down in the form of a order or the instruction to the subordinates. इन्फॉर्मेशन जेव्हा वर जात असते तेव्हा ती काय असते, टॉप लेवलकडे जात असते, टॉप लेवल ऑफ मॅनेजमेंटकडे जात असते, तेव्हा ती काय असते तर रिव्ह्यू आणि डिसिजन मेकिंगसाठी जात असते. पण जेव्हा इन्फॉर्मेशन खाली येत असते मॅनेजमेंटकडून, टॉप लेवल मॅनेजमेंटकडून, जेव्हा ती सबऑर्डिनेट्ससाठी येत असते तेव्हा ती फॉर्म करते ऑर्डर और इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हॉरिझॉन्टल फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. Horizontal formal communication, it involves communication between two parties of the organization at the same level. Example, managers of the project may hold a regular meeting to discuss the progress of the project. तर तुम्ही पाहू शकता ही या साईडला जाते, ही या साईडला जाते, सेम लेवलवर डिस्कशन चालू आहे यांचं. ओके, हे आहे हॉरिझॉन्टल फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. आता आपण पाहणार आहोत डायगोनल कम्युनिकेशन. डायगोनल कम्युनिकेशनची ही डायग्राम आहे, म्हणजे डिफरंट लेवल्सवर डिस्कशन करता येतात, डिफरंट लेवल. ओके, इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. It refers to cross-functional communication between the employees at the different levels of the hierarchy, encourage direct communication between the relevant parties. It reduces the chances of the distortions and the misinterpretations. It is commonly found in a large organization. Example, a junior engineer directly reporting to the general manager about the progress and the project. Now, informal communication. Informal communication is a casual, friendly, unofficial communication without conforming the rules and regulations. Information can flow from any source in any direction where employees interact out of formal domain called a grapevine. Gossips in the office is example of the grapevine. Third point, informal communication is between family, friends, neighbors, members of the community, of other social relations that are based on a common interest and taste. Next, we see the topic of the network in communication. We know there are various networks in a communication like a vertical network, circuit network, chain network, wheel and spoke network, and a star. Okay, so first of all, what is a network in communication? Refer to method and a pattern followed to the pass information to other employees in the organization. Help manager create a various types of the communications flow according to requirement of the task. Network in communication depends on the size of the organization, type of communication channel used in the organization, and the numbers of persons involved in a process. So we see the next topic is vertical network. Vertical network is a formal network usually between higher ranking employees and a subordinate. Immediate feedback is possible in a vertical network. Vertical network communication is a two-way communication process. Two-way communication process अजून कशाला म्हटलं जायचं, फीडबॅकला, राईट. तर वर्टिकल नेटवर्कमधले कसं असतं, सुपरवायझरकडून सबऑर्डिनेटकडे मेसेज पास होतो, तसंच सबऑर्डिनेट्सकडून सुपरवायझरसाठी पण मेसेज पास होतो. ही फीडबॅकची प्रोसेस आहे वर्टिकल नेटवर्क. नेक्स्ट इज अ सर्किट नेटवर्क. आता आपण सर्किट नेटवर्क पाहूयात. सर्किट नेटवर्क when two person communicate with each other sending message and feedback, they form a communication circuit. It is known as a circuit network. People interacting can be collegiate, placed at the same hierarchical level in organization. They communicate sending message and feedback, forming communication circuit. आता याची डायग्राम आपण पाहूयात. एम्प्लॉई ए मेसेज करतो एम्प्लॉई बीला, एम्प्लॉई ए मेसेज करतो एम्प्लॉई बीला आणि एम्प्लॉई बी फीडबॅक सेंड करतो एम्प्लॉई एला. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज अ चेन नेटवर्क. Chain network. Communication pattern follows a chain of a command from senior to junior. Chain network. It after takes up time in a communication because chain network delay in decision making. Communication may not clear. Communication network is a chain of a command. Chain of command like this. Diagram बघा इथे A B C D E F G. हे काय सुपरवायझरकडून सबऑर्डिनेट्सकडे आणि सबऑर्डिनेटच्या खाली अजून एक सबऑर्डिनेट, असं ही चेन ऑफ अ प्रोसेस आहे, चेन ऑफ कमांड आहे. ओके. आणि इथे डिले इन डिसिजन मेकिंग तर होणारच आहे, कारण इथे जाणार मग इथे जाणार मग इथे जाणार मग ह्यांच्याकडे जाणार मग हे इकडे हे इकडे इकडे. सो ही चेन ऑफ कमांड नेटवर्क जे आहे, चेन नेटवर्क जे आहे ते डिले इन डिसिजन मेकिंग आहे आणि ते डेफिनेटली ते क्लिअर नसणार आहे. ओके. व्हील और स्पोक नेटवर्क. Usually carried where there is a single controlling authority giving order to all employees and all reports come back to the same leader. Direct and efficient for small business company. All employees get instruction from the leader and the report back to the leader. Inappropriate way of a communication in a large organization with many people. If the central figure is not a competent, the entire business will suffer. Decision making is a quick in a small organization. Wheel network is also known as a spoke network. हे असं असतं स्पोक नेटवर्क, म्हणजे कोणीही कोणालाही मेसेज पाठवू शकतं, कोणत्याही लेवलवर पण मेसेज पाठवू शकतो. ओके. आता स्टार नेटवर्क पाहूयात. इट हॅज अ मल्टिपल चॅनल्स ऑफ अ कम्युनिकेशन ओपन बिटवीन ऑल मेंबर्स. This network propagates group communication. This network is essential where teamwork is involved. The network allows a group communication. In this network, all the members communicate and exchange information with each other freely and without hindrance or hesitation. Usefulness of this network depends on the structure, size of the company and the manner of communication between the employees. Star network हे असं असतं. हे आहे स्टार नेटवर्क. ए बीला मेसेज पाठवू शकतो, बी कडून घेऊ शकतो. सेम सी डी ई पण ते आपापसात सुद्धा मेसेज पाठवू शकतात. पण हीच गोष्ट जे स्टार नेटवर्कबद्दल आपण बघतो की ते एकमेकांना मेसेज सरळ पाठवू शकतात, तेच व्हील आणि स्पोकमध्ये नव्हतं होत. आपल्याला जर सीला मेसेज पाठवायचा तर बी एला पाठवणार, मग इकडून इकडे जाऊ शकतो किंवा इकडून इकडे इकडून इकडे इकडून इकडे, हे आपसापात एकसाथ बोलू शकत नाही, त्यांना याच्या थ्रूच जावं लागतं. ओके. व्हील अँड स्पोक नेटवर्क. आणि स्टार नेटवर्कमध्ये ते कसंही मेसेज करू शकतात. सो आपण काय बघितलं टाईप्स ऑफ नेटवर्कमध्ये. VCCWS म्हणजे काय तर वर्टिकल जे असं असतं, सर्किट जे गोल असतं, चेन जी आपण चेन ऑफ कमांड बघितली, हे बघितलं व्हील और स्पोक नेटवर्क, आणि हे आहे आपलं स्टार नेटवर्क, कुठेही मेसेज करू शकतो लाईक. ओके. सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आहे आपला कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द इफेक्टिव्ह कम्युनिकेशन. जसा पासकोड आहे 6 C's फेल. काय आहे 6 C's फेल. आता याच्यात 6 C येतात आणि FEL येतं स्टार्टिंगला, म्हणून आपण याला असा पासकोड दिलेला आहे. तर पहिलं क्लिअर, complete, concise, concrete, courteous, coherent, focus and attention, emotional awareness and control, listening for understanding. हे आहे 6 C fails. Now first, clear. Any spoken or written communication should state the purpose. Any spoken or a written communication should state the purpose. Communication should convey the message clearly. Keep your language simple. Complex sentence must be avoided. Present each idea in a separate bullet or a head point and different paragraphs. Make it easy for the reader to grasp the intent for communique. Next is complete. Communication must convey all fact and information required by the recipient. Complete communication helps building company's reputation. Complete communication aids in a better decision making. Incomplete communication may lead to confuse. Concise. Brevity is the essence of the communication. No one has the time to read long drawn out essays. Avoid using irrelevant point and words. For example, you see, I mean to say, etc. Ensure that there is no repetition. Concrete. The content of your communique should be tangible, should be based on the facts and the figures. That must be true. Abstract ideas and the thoughts may lead to misinterpretation. Ensure that you have sufficient details to support your case argument. Bring focus to the main message. Courteous. Implied that sender is a polite, considerate, respectful and open and honest with the receiver. Sender must consider the viewpoint and the feelings of the recipient of the message. Make sure nothing offensive or with hidden negative tone is included. Next point is coherent. Coherence in a writing and a speech refers to the logical bridge between the words, sentence and the paragraphs. Avoid changing paragraphs if not needed, as it may become difficult for a reader to understand the main idea. Do not jump from one idea to another. Logically presented information is easily understood. All content under the topic should be relevant, interconnected and present information in a flow. Focus and attention. Attention here. Some distractions such as the ringing of a phone, incoming email, anxiety, emotional distress, number of tasks requiring your attentions may be detrimental to communication process. It is very vital to be focused and attentive. Keeping your focus and attention during the communique is imperative for effective communication. Next is emotional awareness and control. Emotions play a major role in our interactions with other people. They affect our perceptions of a reality regardless of how hard we try to be unbiased. Recipients' emotions are also to be taken into consideration while having communication. Emotional awareness is a necessary element of good communication. Listening for understanding. We should try to listen to all communication carefully, neglecting the noise and the sounds with which we are bombarded. The listener has to be objective, practical and in control of his emotions. While listening for understanding, we focus on the individual and his agenda. आता आपण बघणार आहोत टाइप्स ऑफ बॅरियर इन कम्युनिकेशन. Okay, multiple barriers in a communication. They result in the distortion, misunderstanding of the intended communique, and barriers can be physical, linguistic and the emotional etc. आता ते कोणते कोणते बॅरियर्स आहेत तर आपण पाहणार आहोत या चार्टद्वारे. दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ बॅरियर्स. सो इयर होतो 2007चं, केसी इंडिया प्रायव्हेट लिमिटेड. ओके, अभिषेक बच्चन. ओके, अभिषेक बच्चन loves Aishwarya Rai, but Abhishek is a male and Aishwarya is a female. There is a gender barrier. Abhishek is a clerk and Aishwarya is a manager. There is organizational structure barrier. Abhishek lives in a Pune and Aishwarya lives in Singapore. There is a physical barrier. Abhishek gets 1,000 per month, but Aishwarya 1 lakh per month. That is the attitude barrier. Abhishek speaks in Marathi, but Aishwarya speaks in English. There is a language barrier. Abhishek is a Maharashtrian and Aishwarya is a American, so there is a culture barrier. Abhishek wants a housewife, but Aishwarya wants a house husband. There is a perception barrier. Abhishek is necessarily ill all the time, but Aishwarya is a fit. There is a physiological barrier. Abhishek still using a pager, but Aishwarya using the iPhone. That is a technological barrier. Abhishek mostly emotionally sad, but Aishwarya is angry all the time, so there is a emotional barrier. So guys, this is just a story what I can make to remember these types of the barriers, and it makes the interesting to our topic. So next, see in a details. Gender barrier. Men and women communicate differently, as we know. Men are straightforward, linear and logical, whereas women are logical and emotional both. Men are blamed for the giving insufficient information, but women are blamed for the providing too much details. Gender bias is another factor due to traditional mindset and the thoughts of the men towards the woman. Due to traditional mindset, many men find it difficult to take orders from or provide information to women. Oh, now it's not like that. Okay, now as we grow, the things are changing. That's good. Organizational structure barrier. It occurs when lack of a knowledge about a whom to report or complain in the organization. It also occurs when the system or the structure and the process are not clear and have gaps in them. If the chain of the command is unclear, a person may not know whom to contact. Indian contracts are asar hai. If the chain of a command is unclear, a person may not know whom to contact for a particular issue. This barrier may lead to confusion and inefficiency. Next is a physical barrier. Physical barrier. These are a result of our surroundings, such as a noise, technical disturbance, outdated equipments, office doors, large office space, lack of appropriate infrastructure. This barrier may lead to problem in a transmission of message. Next is the attitude barrier. Personal attitude of employees can affect communication within the organization. Example, a proactive and a motivated employee versus dissatisfied employee. Attitude problem can be addressed by the good management and regular interaction with staff members. Now we see next is a language barrier. Language can create many obstacles in a communication. People from the different region and the countries interpret the same word differently. It is important to use clear, simple, easily understood language in most official communication. Next is cultural barrier. Cultural differences exist between the people of different countries, regions, tribes, religion, where words and symbols interpret different meanings. It leading to misunderstanding. To convey the message necessary, employees should have a basic knowledge of different cultures in order to communicate smoothly in the era of the globalization. Perception barrier. Perception barrier. Each one of us perceive the world differently. Different perceptions of the people towards the thing cause this problem. Towards the same thing cause this problem. Different perceptions of the people towards the same thing cause this problem. Same content in is seen and interpreted differently by two peoples, which lead to miscommunication and a misunderstanding. Physiological barrier. Ill health, poor eyesight, hearing difficulties, or any other physiological problems can be hurdles in effective interaction with others. Technological barrier. In today's world, communication modes are primarily technology driven. Technology is constantly upgraded and new formats are emerging frequently. Person who is not tech friendly expressions difficulty in transmitting the message. Multitasking is a normal in these days, but these technology barriers result in a gap in a communication and may lead to miscommunication. Emotional barriers. One of the chief barriers to open and free communication is the emotional barrier. Anger, fear of criticisms, ridicule, mistrust of person, suspicion of intentions, jealousy, anxiety are the examples of the emotional barriers. Sentiments we carry within us affect our communication. Emotions will color perceptions and assessment of the communication. A upset or a disturbed person cannot pass or receive information appropriately. So here chapter is khatam. Thank you.